we go. Okay, I got it. It just took a few minutes. Now, hopefully I won't miss if anybody actually comes aboard while I'm doing this. So welcome to February Fun. Tonight we're going to be talking about Fennel, DigestZen, On God, and Yarrow Palm. And I chose those oils because it's the first one and the first class, and those are a lot of the promotions that are on special this month. So I always like to start with, why do I use doTerra? I use doTerra because of their mission, their policies on safety, sourcing, service, testing, and transparency. You know, there are oils out there all around us, so it's up to you guys to decide which ones are worthy for you and your family to use. And I like them particularly because they are pure. Can you guys see this presentation okay, by the way?
I can see it.
Okay, good. Just making sure. And so, you know, why even use essential oils? Well, for anybody who's health conscious, looking for some natural solutions, essential oil is a great option. We use them for health with both physical and emotional wellness. And more importantly, there's really no side effects, and they don't build up resistance like antibiotics. And when using essential oils, less is more. So remember that when you use them. So this month, as I said, doTerra's got a special going on with Fennel, Yarrow Palm, DigestZen oil, and the DigestZen capsules. So I'd like to start with Fennel. Fennel is a huge powerhouse for the gut. You can take it internally, you can apply it topically, and you may diffuse it as well. You may also, Fennel might also help support the lungs and respiratory system. It is really an oil that we don't typically think about using because it's like, oh, how am I going to use that? It can also help support appetite cravings, bladder health, bowel health, breast health, digestive system, emotional health, hormones, intestinal health, kidney, liver, and the lymphatic system, and menstrual health. So did I? Oh, no, I'm there. Okay. All right, good. So some of the primary health benefits is that it's an analgesic, it's an anti-inflammatory, it's antibacterial, antioxidant, antispasmodic, which is an important one, which I will mention in a minute, anti-carcinogen, and an anti-diabetic. There we go. So the cautions that I'd like to tell you about, because this is important, I don't think any of you at the reproducing age, but you know, avoid during pregnancy. That's a big one. And long-term use, which I don't think you have to worry about this one either, could cause premature breast development. This is an important one for anybody who has epilepsy, Parkinson, or bleeding disorders. You want to avoid that because it could trigger a seizure, and more importantly, could reduce the effectiveness of some of the medications that a person may be on. So if that's you, don't use the Fennel. If it's not you, you might want to seriously consider it because it's a really great oil. So you can use it for various things. You can rub diluted fennel essential oil in a circular pattern on your abdomen, and then apply a nice warm compress over your abdomen, especially when you have upset stomach, cramping, and that is especially good with menstruation cramps. Also, you could add it to warm water or a cup of chamomile tea. Just last night, and I tend to do this more importantly, especially now that I was working on Fennel, I actually put it in my tea. Now, you know that when you use oil, sometimes it comes out of the bottle there, and this is the Fennel. So sometimes it comes out very quickly. So maybe you might want to use it in a teaspoon first, because last night I landed up with 2 drops instead of 1. It was fine. I like fennel because it's got a nice sweet flavor to it, but it doesn't always, for people who are not crazy about fennel, I want to just use the 1 drop in a cup of tea. It's also good to diffuse and to breathe in, particularly if you have congestion with phlegm and mucus. That's good to do. And with cooking, I like to use it in my cooking. Some of you may know that I love to cook. Take a screenshot of this. By the way, do you see all your faces, or are you just seeing the PowerPoint presentation?
I don't see Nancy.
No,
I
she's
see.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I can see everyone
okay.
Oh, I
So,
can see
except
Kathy.
Nancy.
okay. So this is a cream of fennel soup that I make because I especially like the combination of fennel, onions, and celery. It is such a lovely flavor. You wouldn't believe it. So I use that. I use some fresh thyme. I use 1 to 2 drops of fennel essential oil. If you really like the taste of it, you could add more, but I would recommend 1 to 2 drops to begin with. And sometimes, because Bob likes meat, I will add some cooked, crumbled up Italian sausage, because sausage has fennel in it, right? It's just a lovely, lovely soup. And you could add potato, whatever, this is my own concoction. And I just try to basically give you an idea of how I put it together. Does anybody else need a minute to take a picture of it?
Oh, I'll take a picture of it.
Okay.
Oh.
It's really good.
So Kathleen, I just wanted to tell you, I make tomato soup all the time with my Vitamix,
Yeah.
and I don't have fennel, but I have tomatoes, and so this would be wonderful in that situation.
Yeah.
So then I would have that always available. So I actually already had this in my inbox to purchase.
Oh, good. Good, good, good. And the other thing I wanted to tell you, as we go along, I will try to give you a culinary recipe every month. The one I like a lot, because I don't always buy fresh cilantro. So I like having cilantro on hand, especially like for this weekend, Super Bowl. So I'll make guacamole, and I'll put fresh lime, and I'll put a drop or 2 of the cilantro. You would not know that there was not fresh cilantro in there. I love the basil. I use the basil all the time. And I have a Vitamix too, Rochelle.
Mhm.
So that's what I do my soup in.
Yep.
In fact, okay. So now I said I was going to promise that we would do a portion on the cats and the dogs. So with fennel, you should avoid using fennel with cats. Okay. Especially those with the seizures or bleeding disorders. Dogs, absolutely fine to use with the dogs. Especially those dogs that have got spasmodic colic. You can use that to help them. You can use it for those that have, motion sickness, that are not feeling good in the car. So you could apply a little bit. You could actually dilute it, rub a little bit on their gums, or massage into their spine. And it also helps to boost milk supply for lactating animals when it's combined with basil. But here's the interesting thing. Not only does it help boost milk production for animals, it also does for human beings. So this is Dr. Eric Zielinski. I don't know if you can see the book, and it's called Healing Power of Essential Oils. And it's old because I've been doing this forever. And I found a recipe in here called After Labor Milk Supply Roll-On. So if you ever know anyone that's pregnant who's having some difficulty, remember the essential oils. There's just 2 of them, fennel and basil, and I could always give you the recipe for it, just so you know. There's that. Okay, moving on. Now we're going to talk about DigestZen, which is without a doubt one of my absolute favorite oils. So DigestZen was initially introduced back in 2008 from doTerra, and it was one of their top 10 oils. There is a whole DigestZen product line now. So the first one is the oil, in a 15 milliliter bottle. The next one is the DigestZen Touch, which I love. So this actually sits by my bedside when I go to bed at night, because I tend to have a lot of digestive tract issues and I'm not feeling well. I will rub it on my belly. Then there's the DigestZen capsules. This works for me 100% of the time when I'm nauseous. So I'll take one of these and I'll also use the ginger oil, and I stick my toothpick in it and just put it under my tongue for a few minutes. So the ginger combined with this and rolling the oil on my belly, I'm fine. The next one is the DigestZen Terrazyme, and I will save that for another class, but I use this every day as well as my girls. So next one is the PB Assist. Now this is a pre and probiotic, which is fabulous. And I will go over this at another time, but I'll just show it to you. It's in a capsule. So there's some clear fluid and then the green side. This is probably one of the better pre-probiotics you could have. This is the Zendocrine capsule. Now with this capsule, this is a detoxifier. They also have the gel cap, and I forgot to bring it down to show you, but I use this regularly as well. And then there's the DigestZen GX Assist. And this one I've actually taken has an antibiotic because of the oils that are in it, which is oregano, tea leaf, lemon, peppermint, lemongrass, and thyme. Those are great antibacterial oils. And so, like I said, if I've got something brewing, I will actually take this as an antibiotic versus taking an antibiotic. I don't know if you know this or not, but there's like 110 million people who go to the ER with constant complaints of abdominal pain. So using DigestZen may actually, prevent you from having to go to the ER by using this instead of. However, I always tell my veterinarian, I am not a kookadook. So when it comes to, being smart and savvy, if my dog needs assistance or whatever, I am going to do that. If, like, for example, she just had some surgery, Cassie, and they know that I'm into the holistic and the oils and all that. And they were hoping not to have to use an antibiotic, but she had a tooth extracted, and it was to the point where the veterinarian felt she really needed the antibiotic. And I said, that's just fine. So I was able, because with all my tools that I have here and supports, I was able to help her so that she didn't have any digestive, side effects from being on all the meds she was on. And one of the ones I used for her was the Zendocrine, so it could eliminate those toxins from her body. So the other thing is doTerra actually has a 30-day cleanse that includes 5 of those DigestZen products. And it was created actually to help you get rid of all those toxins and to support your overall function of the digestive tract. So in that 30-day cleanse, there are 3 10-day phases. The first one is to activate, second reset, and third renew. Now, not only do I do the 30-day cleanse, but the dogs do it as well. And we're going to be doing that probably starting in March at some point. If you are interested in doing the in doing the 30-day cleanse, just message me and you can do it with me. Or if you want your dog to do it, because it's important to clean out all the toxins with the dogs too. I don't know if you know this or not, but there was a recent research article that and I've got it, it's on my computer, I can send it to you, that just came out and said that dishwashing soap can actually lead to digestive issues because of a particular ingredient. And excuse me, I don't remember what that was. I can message everybody and let you know what that ingredient is so you can check, and I'll send you the literature on it. But I was like, oh my God, it just never ends with the environmental factors. So, DigestZen, like I said, is a powerhouse, and no wonder, because it has ginger, peppermint, caraway seed, coriander, anise, tarragon, and fennel. And it has like a spicy, sweet, licorice kind of a taste to it. Um, just like the fennel in many ways. So again, you can add this to your water or your tea to maintain a healthy gastrointestinal tract. You can do what I said, you can take it and use the DigestZen touch and rub it in a circular pattern on your abdomen. And I always like to have it on hand because you never know when a stomach upset is going to happen. So with the soft gels, it can support a healthy gastrointestinal tract. Could help with colon function and soothe occasional mild stomach upset. The one thing I love about DigestZen is it is for all digestive issues, whether it be gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, nausea. So you could use it for anything. And what's good about these soft gels is that they're in a vegetarian soft gel, and it dissolves very easily. So here we go with the animals again. So DigestZen oil supports the digestive system with animals as well. And it's great to have on hand. You never know with an animal if they're going to start with diarrhea or nausea, whatever. And it is safe and effective for both the cats and the dogs. And what I like about all of doTerra's products is that it's healthy, natural, and a gentle way to soothe an upset stomach or maintain a healthy digestive system. I can tell you that one time when Darcy was nauseous and vomiting, I put the DigestZen on her belly, and she was absolutely fine within an hour. So really good to have that one on hand. And then next is Yarrow Palm. So Yarrow Palm is on special this week for 15% off of its regular price. And I can't say enough about this. I should have actually put a picture of my finger. I just had surgery on my middle finger because I got glass shards in it. And this is it, the middle finger. So I don't want to be a pervert and give you the finger. But as you can see, I'm trying to go I don't know if it's too close, but you can see, you can't even see the scar. It is completely healed. And I'll tell you, that is because of the oils. Now, while I used several oils, especially once the stitches came out, I particularly use this Yarrow Palm, and this stuff works. And I'm going to open up the bottle so you can see. It's blue. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Hope I don't drop it. Okay. Can you see that? Yeah?
Yep.
It's
Mhm.
blue. So I'm going to put it right on that finger because I keep doing that and rubbing it in for the scar tissue, so it'll be fine. So in any event, that's on special. So Yarrow Palm is actually a combination of the yarrow, and it's in a base of antioxidant-rich pomegranate seed oil. And I got to say this correctly, so hold on. Camazueline is what gives yarrow that brilliant blue color. And it is recognized for soothing properties and the ability to promote healthy immune function. By the way, doTerra actually sources the Yarrow Palm from Bulgaria. What I like about doTerra is they actually tell you where they source all their oils, which I think is important. And also you can see that there are 44 published studies about the benefits of using yarrow. One of the fun facts is that yarrow was actually used anciently in battle. So Yarrow Palm can be used both topically and internally. And this Dudo is actually really good for beautifying the skin and offers many benefits when taken internally. It has been known to revitalize aging skin, so I have to tell you that I use it every single day. And taken internally, it might actually help to activate the skin proteins and promote collagen production. So you can add it to your cleanser, but I don't like to wash it away. So I actually add it to my moisturizer. I'll put 2 drops of my moisturizer, put my moisturizer in my hand, and I'll rub it with the Yarrow Palm, put it all over. I love this stuff. And so it can help promote healthy cellular function and an inflammatory response at the source. It's also good for the nervous system function and rejuvenation. And because of the beta carotene, it has substantial benefits for the immune as well as the cellular system. So you could take 1 to 2 drops of the Yarrow Palm daily by adding the oil to at least 4 fluid ounces, or just take 2 capsules like I do every day. And I try to bring everything down here. So this is the Yarrow Palm capsules. Now, in addition to the Yarrow and pomegranate, it's got so much more. So I can show it to you. It's right here. And again, it's blue. So I take 2 of those Yarrow Palm caps every single day. And I will tell you, once I started taking that, my blood sugar levels started coming down. So I found that very interesting. Yarrow Palm can also support a dog's endocrine system. Now, I'm going to talk briefly about On Guard Touch, because that is a potential giveaway. So it provides gentle and convenient application. I love my On Guard Touch. Like with any touch, it's they call it touch, but it literally is a roll on. So it's like this, so you can just roll it on, and it feels good with going when it goes on, because it's cool. It's not a it just feels cool and soothing. So On Guard is a proprietary blend that has wild orange, cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, and rosemary in it. And these oils are known for their purifying properties to the skin. They are perfect for both children and adults, as well as dogs. You can apply this to your chest, your feet, or when seasonal threats are high, like right now. And that's why I'm mentioning On Guard. I use them particularly when I know that dogs, either at training or at the shows, that there's been a lot of Bordetella. So I will rub it on their paws. I'll wash their paws with the On Guard hand wash, and then I'll put this on it in hopes that they won't catch anything. You can also use it on your hands to purify your skin, or you can roll it on your wrist or your pulse points for an energizing aroma throughout the day. If you have not smelled On Guard, it is one of my favorite aromas. I am diffusing it all the time right now because of this season, and because Bob is at the workplace now. I like to try to keep our immune systems as healthy as possible. So this helps that as well. The next one is a potential giveaway, one of my favorites. I use this, oh, and I meant to bring the bottle down that I have it in. But in any event, this is the On Guard cleanser concentrate. Now, I just wanted you to know that one of these bottles will make 12 24-ounce spray bottles. All you need are 2 tablespoons, and on the back it tells you, can you see that right there? You need 2 tablespoons that you dilute with 24 ounces of water, and that's your multi-purpose cleaner. So you can use that for cleaning. Hold on 1 second. I just want to find something. Hold on. Maybe I added it. There you go. Okay, so you can use this cleaner concentrate for a multitude of things. You can use it to clean your makeup brushes. You can use it to clean the floors, which I do. Toys, I don't have any toys. Although I do, well, I will tell you after. I do use the On Guard laundry detergent for the dog's toys, because I study with Dr. Rourke, as many of you know, and with that doTerra laundry detergent, it cleanses and rinses everything away. So it's absolutely clean and pure. So all my bedding, anything that I just use On Guard laundry detergent. I like it. So it's a multi-purpose cleaner. I use it to clean the counters, the woodworks, tough jobs, you know, anything like that. You can use it for garbage disposal tablets. I would highly recommend you take a screenshot of this page so that way you, if you do have this, you can use the recipes here for it. I use it in the bathroom. You can use it as a dish soap. So the other thing I like, because of the oils in there, I like to spray it on my cooking board, my chopping board. So after I get done chopping, I'll wash the board and then I spray it with the On Guard, and that's what I do. Stovetop cleaner, toilet cleaner, trash can cleaner, and laundry machine cleaner. This is, like I said, I've been using this, I can't tell you for how long. It's one of the products that I used when I first started detoxing my home because it's safe and good to use. So February promotions and incentives. See, this wasn't too bad. I was pretty good. If you order 125 PV on an LRP by February 15th, you're going to receive a free bottle of the Fennel. But I'm also going to give you a bottle of the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. So that's a total of $31 in free product. Now, if you order $200 PV on an LRP by the end of February, you would receive, hold on, where is it? The DigestZen 15 milliliter bottle and the DigestZen gel caps. If you order that before February 15th, you'll get those two plus the Fennel. So that's a pretty darn good deal. But with the 200 PV, I am also going to give you an On Guard Touch, which gives you free products that are equal to $93.45. And if I aroused your interest in the Yarrow Palm, it is typically $59, but as the promo this month, it's $50.15. So I'm going to stop sharing right now so I can get back over here. And there we go. So I wanted to tell you about all of that. Now I'd like to know if you have any questions.
I actually do.
Good.
So the
I don't know
yellow
that I'll have an
pond,
answer, but I'll try.
so the yellow pond I think is in the oil, the drops, and I think was there a lotion version as well?
So On Guard,
No, the yellow pond.
the
Yeah,
yellow one is
yellow,
the serum.
yellow.
So that I have the serum too. I have all three. I could get Bob to bring it down. The serum I like to use on the skin,
Right.
particularly where I have saggy skin. So like my arms and my inner thighs, particularly. But yes, you can get the combination of the three of them. So it would be the Yarrow Palm oil, the
Yep.
capsules, and the serum. Excellent. I
Okay.
get that all the time.
Okay. So that's like one package you could order, just that whole.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. And I think you would love it. I really do.
Okay.
And remember, with the Yarrow palm oil, you could use it in your cleanser, but like I said, I don't want to wash it away. I put it in
Yeah.
my moisturizer and I
Okay.
use it with the moisturizer. But if you have surgery or whatever, like I said, there's no scar here. There's no scar. I also use Copaiba because the surgeon told me it was going to take 6 to 8 weeks because of the nerve ending. So it's still sensitive. And when it like is more sensitive than others, I find on like rainy with the precipitation, I will put the Copaiba on and it
Mhm.
makes a big difference.
Mhm. Good.
Any other
So
questions?
I,
Go ahead.
I
Keep
do
going.
have
Keep going.
I have another question.
Go
So
ahead.
during Zoom, I don't really know how to take a picture of the recipe and the other one for the cleaning recipes.
Yeah.
Are you able to share your presentation with us, or is that
Yeah, I can send it to you. I'm
because
not.
that might be easier to keep it that way and then have it for reference if that's possible. I don't want
That's
to.
fine. No, that's fine. Because
Okay.
after this evening, then I've got to wait for it to completely get done downloading it before I can get it over to YouTube and then finally share it with everybody. So yeah, I'm happy. Does anybody else want the presentation? Nope.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. So that's fine. I'll send it to you, Rochelle. Not a
That's
problem.
perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no, not a problem. And I know you're new to doTerra, so anytime you have any questions, I'm a phone call away. I'm a message away. And I think it's important to say this. I've been using doTerra for years, and so whoops. Oh, what did I do? Hold on. Uh-oh, did I lose you guys?
No, I still see it.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Mm.
Okay, I'm minimizing that. What happened is the PowerPoint presentation came back up on my screen, so I couldn't see you guys. So I always say, not to, in other words, buy doTerra. You know, when you're getting to the end of one of the products you have at home, I say replace it. And like I said, this cleanser, it, it lasts forever. I mean, I have this for a couple of months. I just love this stuff. I use it outside, inside, everywhere. And I like the smell. And what I like about it is after I wash the floors and everything, I don't worry about, like, if you have grandchildren, you don't have to worry about the grandchildren crawling on the floor or the dogs walking on the floor, because it's pure and it's safe. And so that's what I've done. I've detoxed my home, and I've just gradually taken one thing at a time. And then I started about a year and a half ago, actually transferring over to doTerra's beauty line, because I was still using the toxic stuff. And then when I did my classes last year and started learning more about that, I switched off of that. So I actually use the Verage line, Verage. It has a cleanser, a toner, a serum, and a moisturizer. I really like it. And I'll tell you what, it's less expensive than what I was paying for what the products I was using before. So now my question to you guys is what are your needs? What would you like to know more about? I know that one of you asked me to go over the lifelong vitality, so I can do that next month, but I want to know from you what it is you'd like me to talk more about. So that way these classes are for you. What would you like to, what product do you want to know more about? And if you don't know tonight off the top of your head, just let me know and I will be happy to include it in my presentations in the future.
Can I ask a question from tonight?
Yeah.
The DigestZen. So you were saying your dog has diarrhea or nausea or something. Like, how long would you use that? Just till symptoms went away?
Yes.
Okay.
And unlike a medication, with the oils, you want to use it more frequently. So with a dog, I would probably, depending on the severity. So if it was like explosive diarrhea or explosive nausea, I'd probably use it every 2 hours. Unless they showed me some kind of a sign that they were having a reaction to it. I've just never experienced that, but you never know. So you've got to be mindful when you're using the oils. However, I will tell you that I know veterinarians that use it, and they use it on their animals as well as themselves, and they have found wonderful relief with digestive issues. So this stuff, like I said, this sits by my bedside every night because I have tendency to have issues. And so the other thing I'm going to do, I never thought about this, but I also take, you ever hear of the Smooth Move tea?
No.
Well, this also helps to relieve constipation, but I think I'm going to have a cup tonight and put the fennel in it just so I can keep myself regular versus being crampy and miserable. The wonderful thing about aging, right? Yeah.
I had another question about Yarrow Palm.
Yeah.
Because you said you've been using it on your surgery finger.
Yeah.
So can you use it for like a cut if you get a deep cut once the skin's healed?
Yeah, I might, for a deep cut like that, I might use some other oils like helichrysum, myrrh, frankincense, lavender. I might use more of those oils initially, but then to help with the promotion of the skin, I would definitely be taking the Yarrow internally.
Okay.
to activate the collagen in the cells and all that and to help. But then as soon as like the skin kind of healed, I would be rubbing that Yarrow Palm on all the time.
Yeah, because once you get a deep cut with the scarring, the skin there can be quite tough.
Yep.
So you're
That's
saying
because
that by using it, it's really softened up that area.
Oh yeah. You're
Okay.
welcome to feel it when you see me, Nancy.
Yeah.
But it's made well, and like I said, you can see it. There's no
Yeah.
scar there. Yeah. I swear by the oils. I always tell Bob because he used to call me, I've told you this, a voodoo doctor. Because I would make my blends and my concoctions, and I'd be like a maniac reading. If you saw my books, you'd be cracking up. This is probably one of the my latest book that I've gotten within the last year or so. And I'll show you the thickness of it. You'll die. So this is by Dr. Scott Johnson. I absolutely love this man. And he talks about medicinal essential oils. So if you do have an ailment, let me know, because this book is like a textbook and he has condensed it. It's almost like a Cliff Note version. There's like notes citing research articles and where to find them and so forth. So I can give you all that information. I've got it as a resource, plus all the other books I have.
And the On Guard, I had bought the On Guard cough drops from my mom because she was coughing, and then she was like, "Oh, I don't like the taste." So I kept them. And
Yeah.
then I was kind of feeling something maybe coming on, and
Yeah.
I took them, to work and maybe had like one or two throughout the day, and I felt a difference. So I like the cough drop.
Yes, thank you for that testimony. I just got a bag in today. And I will be happy to share some with anybody who'd like to try it. They are really good. I like the taste of On Guard. I take the On Guard caps. Like right now, every single day, I make a smoothie in my Vitamix in the morning, and I actually will put 2 drops of On Guard in my smoothie. Because I want to keep my immune system as healthy as it possibly can be. I don't want to be out wearing a mask around people with all the stuff that's going around. There's norovirus going around. Beside COVID, there's pneumonias and flu. And so I just try to keep myself as healthy as I possibly can. But anytime you use anything and you get and you have a testimony like that, please do share. And just so you know, just one of you tonight is going to receive the On Guard hand sanitizing gel. This is new to doTerra. They just introduced it at the convention back in September. So I'm going to take a minute right now. You can watch me. All right, let's see. I got it. Nancy, you won.
Yay!
So, and I will do that every class. I will have, a drawing, and there will be some incentives from me as well as doTerra. And maybe down the line, maybe if anybody wanted to have their friends learn more about it, we could do something with that as well, because I think it's fun. I love to share this information and knowledge that I've acquired about the oils and the products that doTerra has. And Rochelle, you probably don't know this, but I have been studying with Dr. Janet Rourke she just sent out a 5-year anniversary, and I have been with her all 5 years. And then I took her level 1 and then her level 2 course to become a certified animal aromatherapy specialist. And I'm now in her alum group. So when Cassie had her surgery, I knew what I needed to do to help her along. I've also helped some other dogs that have had huge digestive issues. The one product that Dr. Rourke highly recommends, and I do as well, is TerraZen. And like I said, if you'd like, I'll go over this next time with the Lifelong Vitality, and I'll probably feature the product of the month like I did this time. They don't always have a 200 PV special. It's usually that 125 if you order by February 15th, and this month was the Fennel. So every
Mhm.
month you get something. I forgot what it was last month, but I will always feature that product of the month. So try not to order until you have class so you can learn more about the product, and come prepared to ask me any questions, because I always have my books here so I can ask. Now, the next class I'll be hosting, save the date, will be on March 9th, which is a Thursday, and it'll be at 7:30.
Mhm.
And I will do the lifelong vitality, and I'll do the TerraZyme. And does anybody want to add anything else? You don't, like I
So-
said, go ahead.
And so, maybe with the classes, your favorite mixture of what to add to your diffuser for beautiful scents for each season.
Okay. Do you want to know what I have diffused right now? You're gonna die. You're gonna say, oh, what a combination. But this is supposed to help keep you alert and focused. And I've got a combination of rosemary and lemon.
Mm, okay.
And I actually use this on Darcy when we train. So I
Mhm.
will massage it on her spine, and I'll put it on her ear tips. When I go to a show, I use another oil on her. It was really funny. One time I was training with Ed during a lesson, and he's like, what the heck do you have on that dog? Like, it was on her, it was on me. I overdid it. But yeah, so I will do that. And so this one here helps to do that. I will always give you, that's a good
Mhm.
point. What I
Yeah.
will do is I'll give you every time for class, I'll give
Mm.
you a diffuser blend. So that way,
Yeah.
maybe if it's comparable with the product of the month, I'll use that product of the month as a guide, unless you're looking for something in particular that you would like to use. As I said, right now, I am diffusing throughout the house on guide. And I
Mhm.
always like to add either the Air X to it, AIR with a capital X, because that is a cleansing, refreshing the air oil. So I'll add that, and sometimes I'll add wild orange to it because I love wild orange. So
Mm.
that's that. Okay, did I answer everybody's questions, or do you have more?
Good.
All right. If you order the 125 PV or the 200 PV, shoot me out an email with a screenshot of your order, and I will get you those free products from me. Now, the other thing I want you guys to do some homework and look up the MetaPower, which is the new metabolic health product line that doTerra came out with at the convention. This stuff is absolutely amazing, and I think it would probably behoove me to do a class on MetaPower as well, and I think you'd all be interested in it. It's really helping a lot of people. So. And Nancy, I know that when I do Deep Blue, you'll be giving another testimony for that, right?
Yes, my dad loves it.
Okay.
Uses it. Yep.
And I actually have pictures of a friend of 2 days before she had broke a few toes, and 2 days after. She's sensitive to any kind of medication and over the counter, so she doesn't use it. So she has recently, she calls me all the time, like, what can I use? And blah, 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 blah. So I'll tell you exactly what she used, and you will see a remarkable difference within 2 days. Even I was in awe. I was like, wow. So there you go. Testimonies are important because a picture is worth 1,000 words, right?
Mhm.
All right. Well, thank you for coming. I certainly have enjoyed. I'm going to stop